Hi, Aries. Sorry for the delay. Libra season has been crazy, as I'm sure you all know. Normally I do the birthday sign first, so I would do Libra first, but like, we're going through it, so I'm doing Aries first. Fuck it. Sorry. I mean, I'm still gonna do Libra, but like, fam, come on. So the full moon in Aries was okay. Venus retrograde is kind of a bitch. And the new moon in Libra is better. The one good thing is that Pluto is direct in your 10th house, so finally some success with money. But Venus retrograde is making everyone take a closer look. Not a closer look, but you know how they say that hindsight is 20/20. That is true, but some things aren't hindsight just yet, if that makes sense. There's still a lot being revealed right now. And it's not that you don't want to move on. It's because right now none of us can until we clear out restrictions that hold us back from moving forward. I think emotionally it's quite clear that we Aries are ready to move forward. But again, from the 6 to the 3 and the Fool in reverse, yeah, Venus retrograde all over this, making us look back. If you have someone in your life that is a Capricorn or is very Capricorn-like, as in they love making things official, whether it's legally or, you know, they like things to be notarized, you know, Capricorn stuff, tradition, yada yada. But also, it could be that this person has restrictions that is also hindering a new beginning. But I don't know, there's still a lot to celebrate, but there's just, I don't know, it's like a reevaluation or, a reevaluation of a breakup. I mean, these two came out together. Oh my god. 3 of Swords and 5 of Cups in reverse. So regret and heartbreak. Fun. Thanks, Venus. Thank you, universe. Sometimes you just gotta, it's not even fake it till you make it, but you really just gotta be grateful for the lessons and all the shit, because let's be honest, 2018 has been a challenge. It's been good, but like, you know. But let's see. Okay, let's look at some good things. I'm gonna try to stop bitching for a second. Okay, yeah, we know 5 of Pentacles. All right. See, and this is why I had to do the Aries reading first, because I'm an Aries and I know exactly what you guys are going through. So there's no way I could have done the Libra reading first with all the stuff happening in Libra when I'm an Aries. And do you see? And eventually you guys, I'm gonna get a better setup, but right now, like, just work with me. But like, you see, I have to go through this shit first. Like, I can't help people until I help Aries, like my energy, you know, like my family first. Of course, it's gonna be a Libra season, so all the Libras are gonna be pissed off now. It's like, of course, fucking typical Aries doing Aries before Libra. Okay. the biggest lesson that Venus retrograde has for everyone, but for us specifically, is that control is an illusion. We can plan, we can make lists, we can try to organize as much as we want, plan it by the books as much as we want, be like, I want this, this, and this, buy this, this, and this. But all that is an illusion, right? Because bottom of the deck is Seven of Wands in reverse, and underneath that is Ten of Swords, and underneath that is the Ace of Cups in reverse. And okay, that's just a whole nother reading, but let's just leave that here for now. Right? So there's still a lot of love available. Why we're feeling murky right now is because of the retrograde. Not only that, but Aries, Chiron has gone retrograde back into Pisces, which is our 12th house. Aries is 12th house, right? Especially if you're an Aries rising. The wounded healer going back into our 12th house, the house of subconscious, the house of childhood programming, the house of all of our self-destructive, undoing tendencies. Right? So Venus retrograde isn't the problem. Venus retrograde is just the catalyst. It's easy to blame Venus retrograde because it's like, oh yeah, Venus, love, retrograde, going back in time, exes, past lovers. It's easy to say it that way, right? But the reason why Venus is going back retrograde at the same time Chiron is in our 12th house is so you can use your past relationships or your current relationships, any relationships that have made you feel like this, or like this, or like this. Anything that made you feel like this is being brought up again, because why? Chiron in our 12th house is asking us to heal very deep wounds that have been there before this situation, before this person, before this shitty work environment, whatever it is, whatever restriction or something that's making you unable to move on from the past. It's making you look at it now because it's trying to show you that this is not the problem. Right? Are you following? It's never the event or the mask that is the problem. It's us. It's you. It's our mind. It's how we have been taught to think, taught to feel about ourselves. And you might be really confused right now, like, why am I feeling this way all of a sudden? Because at the beginning of the month, or even of September, I was chilling. I was happy. I was finally clearing out old stuff. And it felt good, and I felt like I could celebrate. And now you're telling me I need to undo my whole subconscious again? Yes. The short answer is yes. We all do. But especially us, because Chiron is in our 12th house. But look, I mean, even though it's in reverse, the Ace of Cups is still a gift. And the cards are never really in reverse, right? We are. So, how to move forward from here? Well, you're probably going to be in your feelings for a little bit because that's just how it needs to be. Don't try to distract yourself too much, Aries. wanting to always be on the go and like doing stuff, not wanting to wait. Three of Wands, this guy is waiting for his ships to come in. And I think you've been waiting for a long time, but something needs to be fully completed. You're almost there. Fully completed in order for you to really move forward, right? You need to look backwards in order to move forward. And I know that sounds really cliche, but 6 and 3 make 9, which is the true completion of cycles. 10 is the stereotypical, like, oh, 10's like you complete the cycle. No, 10 is like you already completed it, and it's like the fruits of your labor. You can like, you know, it's like tangible results. You have yet to complete the cycle because you haven't looked back far enough. You need to go all the way back into, you know, challenging things, challenging emotions, things that you thought you had already processed, things that you don't want to look at again because it's going to shake up whatever foundation that you've built for yourself already, emotionally, financially. You're like, I was doing really well. I still am doing really well. This fucking sucks. And it does. But like, you know, allow yourself to cry. Allow yourself to be angry and, excuse me, and channel all of this into rest and into work. Pluto, again, is in your 10th house, moving direct again. Saturn also direct in your 10th house. It's a great time for your career, for where you want your direction in life to go now. This is still here for you. But, you know, retrogrades always ask us to look back and to flush out whatever else was left behind. And it sucks because I think Aries, we all have recently reached a place where we were finally like, yeah, like we're about our money. And now the sun, the moon, and Mercury are all in our 7th house. Like, hey, look at all this relationship stuff that you thought you were done with. I know. Over it, right? It's not asking you to miss the person or look at the person. It's asking you to look at yourself. Why do you feel this way when certain topics come up? Like, what triggers you? What upsets you about the things that people do? Aries, you're going to be fine. You always are. But it's going to be a roller coaster for a little bit, like an emotional roller coaster for a little bit. I mean, it's been an intense, like, not even year, like 6 months. Like, the past 6 months alone have just been like, what? So symbolically, I think even... I'm not one of those astrologers that like looks super far into the future about or with transits, but I feel like New Year's is always going to be like an Aries holiday because it's the first of the year, right? It's new. It's not the spring equinox, but it's like a fresh start. It's like a clean slate, right? Like tabula rasa. You just start over. Or maybe not even start over. Maybe that wasn't the right. I mean, for some people, you could, you could go through a huge transformation. A lot of us have been going through huge transformations. But to really step into something that is now going to be long lasting, but knowing first where your priorities lie. Because you can't have the 10 of Cups. You see how they're all in reverse down here? It's like you're having a hard time seeing everything that you do have, because it's like a domino effect, right? Like you don't see this one, so you don't see the other 10. You know, it's always about perspective. You have to flip your perspective. Like, oh wow, look at all the great things that the universe is giving to me. Wow, look at all the things that the universe continues to give to me. And it just keeps on flowing. And it's here, it's coming, but you gotta do this emotional work first. You have to clear out what it is that's not allowing you to receive this love, or not allowing you to give this love. Something to do with the flow of love, which also coincides with the flow of money. Again, because the 10th house is being lit up for you, by you working on your money and being productive and channeling your energy into fortifying your future and how you want to spend your life. Like, what is it in life that you want to do? What is it that you want to contribute and put out into the world? Once you find that space, you will create so much abundance around you, or you will step into the abundance that was there for you all along. But you have to confront a part of yourself now that I think you knew that this was coming. I don't think you thought it would be this intense, but it is, and now you're just kind of like, okay, then. So, it's here. It's here, but you gotta put in the work. Cleanse. How do you cleanse? Sometimes all you have to do is cry. Like, just a good cry, you know? You don't even have to know why you're crying. Just let it out. It's just release of energy. Doing it with the intent of taking care of yourself. Of, I don't need this anymore. Let me just release it out into the universe. And you are creating space to receive something much more suitable. Yeah. All right, Aries. I love you so much. We're going to get through this. We always do. Because Aries, hello. All right. Happy October. Happy Halloween. I'll see you in November. Bye.